Hello friend, if you are a salaried person and in the middle of filing your income tax return, then must watch this video because this video can save you from getting cheated and also can save you if you already got cheated. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about a kind of fraud which generally happens at the time of filing income tax return and mostly with salaried person. What is this fraud, how this happens and how you can avoid that? Everything I'm going to tell you in this video. So just stay tuned in. Let's begin. So hello friend, my name is C. Arun Tiwari and I have been in practice for more than 7 years. And during that period, I basically see during this tax filing season, some fly-by-night tax planner, consultant, they get activated and mostly they approach you in your company campus online through generally cold calls, and they make a claim that they can save a lot of taxes for you if you just pay them some percentage of that tax saving which they have done for you. For example, they will offer, I can save 2 lakh rupees taxes for you, just need to take 20,000 for me. Now, this is a big thing because you understand, even after paying, I am saving 1,80,000. Now, it's a big relief for those who already have changed their jobs and there is a tax payment coming. Now, understand, the deduction of taxes from salary is a different thing and paying taxes separately is different thing. So what happens in most of cases, out of 10 people they approach, at least 5 to 6 fall for that. And what basically they do, they basically claim the expenses which you have never done without any supporting documents and they just upload your return. Now you need to know this. While filing the return, you don't have to upload lots of supporting documents. The supporting documents only need to be uploaded if the department issue a scrutiny or a notice to you and they ask you to upload all these documents. Now, when this happens, when there is a huge difference between your Form 16, that is the certificate issued by your company, and your IT return. So suppose in your Form 16, you are claiming say 2 lakh rupees of deduction, and at the time of filing your income tax return, you are claiming 4.5 lakh rupees of deduction or 5 lakh rupees of deduction. There is a huge difference. And then income tax software simply picks up your return and they ask you, boss, upload the supporting documents. And that the time you realize that you are cheated. Already you paid 20,000 or 30,000 rupees to that consultant who simply will vanish by that time. And then now you have to struggle with getting all the documents which is non-existent, and at the end you will end up paying penalty. Now you can ask me how much penalty, how bad this can be. So let me tell you for a kind reference, the penalty can be 100% to 300% of tax illegally saved. So for example, if you save 2 lakh rupees, you can end up paying 6 lakhs rupees. That's not all. You have to pay taxes also. So basically, you will end up paying 8 lakh rupees. So whatever illegally you have got the refund, that plus penalty. So you can understand this is definitely not a good idea, and every year lots of taxpayer, especially the salaried taxpayer, get into this kind of, you can say, issue or problems. Now, how to identify if somebody is approaching you basically is a fraud? First thing, if they just appear during the tax season. Second, most of time if they claim that you can claim expenses without supporting documents and nobody checks, nobody bothers, you will get your refund. Okay, and they can also promise that you have to pay tax payment only at the time of refund. Now understand that nowadays refunds are getting issued very fast. So most of the cases the department issue the refund on the basis of summary assessment, and summary assessment is not a final assessment, it's just software assessment. So most of cases it's possible that you will get your refund also and you will be happy. Okay, you really made a good choice and good deal. Now the problem is, despite the fact you got the refund, still if department or department software feel that you had cheated them, they can issue a demand or scrutiny notice from up to 3 years to 10 years of time period. So if your income is less than 50 lakhs, up to 3 years they can issue the notice, and if your income is more than 50 lakhs, up to 10 years they can chase you. You will even forget what exactly wrong you have done. So now what is the solution? What is the how you have to avoid that? Now understand, in most of cases when we are filing our declaration with our company, income tax declaration, we generally file it the month of February. be sure that whatever you're filing, you should be saving or you should be doing that kind of expenses. Still, suppose some small expenses like is left, you can still claim in your income tax return. Even the big expenses also you can claim. Just ensure that you should be ready with all supporting documents and you file all those documents in your you can say income tax file. Keep it ready because anytime they can ask you to upload, and generally they give 10 to 15 days only to upload, and during working period getting all these documents and uploading can become a challenge. So always at the time of filing itself, just ensure all the documents is there either in your file or your folder. Second, if somebody is saying, for example, what kind of scheme they basically can offer so that you are aware what they are proposing. First thing, they will propose HRA, that you can claim big HRA, you can put somebody's PAN number, your parents' PAN number, and you can save HRA. Now understand that nowadays, if you're putting a PAN number, that means the income is reported in that person's income tax portal also, and that person has to declare that income as a rent received. So suppose if somebody is already paying taxes and you put his PAN number, so you will save taxes, but he will end up paying taxes. So what is the point of playing this zero sum game? Now sometimes what happens, they put PAN number of any random person. Now that person is even not aware that who are you, and you are claiming that you are living in that person's house on a rent. Now this is a big shock, and possibly that person will not declare that income. He will go to income tax and he will complain also, because your name will also come there itself. So don't do that. Don't do that. If you are eligible to claim HRA, claim it. Otherwise, just don't do it to save some taxes. Second, generally they will propose that if you have parents and you have spent some money on them for medical treatment, you can claim as expenses. Now understand, for all these sections from 80DD to 80U, there are certain conditions to claim some expenses. Simply, you can't claim any expenses in any section just because you spend on the medical expenses. For example, 80DDB basically talks about expenses. You can get an exemption up to 40,000 for senior citizen up to 1 lakh rupees, but that is only for specified diseases, and you need to get a doctor certificate for that, and the doctor should be from government hospital. So all those things should be already done before you claim that. But these fellow will say nobody checks, everybody does. If you get this kind of explanation, please walk away from there, because he's going to push you for a big trouble just to get 20,000 out of you. Third important part, what happened if you already done a mistake? Because by the time you watch this video, maybe it's the end of the July and already the things are wrapping up. Don't worry, still you can revise your return. So you can revise your return till the time you got your refund. Before getting refund, you can revise the return. If you do that, there is no problem at all, nobody going to touch you. So in nutshell friends, the purpose of making this video is to make aware all those salaried person who think that claiming big refund is quite possible, and most of people think this way, that they pay taxes just to claim it back at the year end. Now understand why the government will get into this kind of exercise where they put a whole department to first collect the taxes and then year end pay you back. They will not collect it now. So understand, taxes are not always refundable. So if there is a taxes which is genuinely there, you have to pay it. This is the peace of mind, this is the cost of staying in India or a society which is still peaceful as compared to most of other societies outside. So just understand, don't go for some shortcut just to save taxes because there's a lot of taxes and you are worried or you are like just want to save it. Always ensure you should have a proper expenses supporting documents or proper certificates to claim. There is no harm in claiming. And I'm also saying, I'm not saying that everybody is a fraud who is approaching you to file a return. Just check that whatever they are suggesting is verifiable when the department asks you for the supporting documents. You can provide, you can challenge. Now some people may be thinking this way, what if I go for appeal, if they go for notice? This is also available, you are not telling me. First thing, the cost of going for appeal is quite high. As a CA, generally people charge 25,000 to 50,000 rupees for filing an appeal. Second, if you have done a mistake, appeal is not going to help you, because the same question they are going to ask, that how you can claim an expenses without having a proper supporting document and without actually spending those expenses or those deductions. So my humble request to all salaried person, if you are filing your income tax return this year or you already filed, just check you have supporting document for everybody. Most of the cases they will not check. But if they check, you should be ready with that, because if you're not ready with that, the cost of doing this mistake is quite high. So just steer clear with this kind of cheaters and go as a clean taxpayer. That's all in this video. If you got any other question on taxation, you can post as a comment, and either me or my team will come back and reply. That's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.